Hello, we're going to start looking at YouTube by looking at the options you have in viewing. So this is what you're going to see when you come to a YouTube video. Obviously you have the play button down here. You also have the ability to change the audio, so you can turn that up or down. I'm going to turn it down for the sake of this tutorial. You also have an option over here for settings. So on settings you can do several different things. One thing you can do is change the speed. So maybe somebody's talking really slowly, you want to speed it up just a little bit, or maybe you want to slow it down just a little bit. You can do that on the speed one. And if you go back to settings, you also have the ability to control the quality. So if you have a connection that's maybe not as fast, you can turn this down. The video that we're watching on this tutorial, I shot on my cell phone in HD, so I can turn it all the way up to 1080p HD. If I'm having trouble with bandwidth, I could turn it down to one of these slower options, or I could also just click auto, which typically finds kind of a happy medium where it's high quality and also fits your bandwidth. Down here, you've got an option for theater view, which will make it a little bit bigger and kind of a little bit more open. And then also you have the option for full screen. Now in full screen, you can also go up here and click on the share button. So if you wanted to kick this out to Facebook or Twitter if you want to, Google+, you can do that. If you want to go back to the normal view, you can hit escape or the button down here. And when you come back here on the bottom, we're going to talk about these buttons here on the next tutorial, but you also have buttons down here to add to. So if you wanted to add this to a playlist, maybe you have a couple different categories already set up for subjects that you teach. The top one is always going to be a watch later, so if you don't have time to watch that video, but you definitely want to come back to it, it's kind of like bookmarking your video. So you have the add to button, you have a share button, which is similar to the one you had on the full screen view. This one you have even more options too. If you wanted to put it on Pinterest, for example, you could do that. Also, when you click on share, you have the tiny URL, so you can click on that and you can save that, put it in a tweet, you can put it in an email, however you want to share that. You also have the option when sharing it to start at a particular place. So say I wanted to start this video at the 10-second point. I could put 10 seconds in, and then when I share this particular link, you can kind of tell on the back here it's going to put in equals 10s, that means 10 seconds. It's going to start this video for the person that gets it at 10 seconds. So maybe you have a very long video that you want to show your students, but you want them only to start watching it at the 22-minute mark of a 30-minute video. You can go ahead and automatically direct them to that point. So that's the share options. You also have an option for embedding. If you wanted to put this in a blog or a website, this gives you the option to embed it. And then also if you wanted to go to email, you can email it directly to an address, put an optional message in, and then it's going to send it to them. So those are just a couple options for viewing when you have a YouTube video.